Lots of fundraising tips flying around this week, and most of them are about Giving Tuesday because you only have, as of today, 12 days left to November 29th, 2016 Giving Tuesday. So this is kind of like lastminute.com, but I thought I would round up some of the tips that are out there and consolidate them for you today. Hi, Joy Olson here of Blockbuster Fundraising on our countdown to 2016 fundraising success, your fundraising success. And as of today, you have 44 days left of 2016 fundraising. And as of today, only 12 days left to Giving Tuesday. So I must say this is very last minute, but you know what you can do with this last minute advice is use it as a checklist for what you've done for this year, and you might make some last minute changes. So let's take a look. I took a great webinar a couple of days ago from Network for Good, and it was about year-end fundraising. And as it turned out, it was also really geared as last-minute ideas for Giving Tuesday. So they're such experts, I thought that I would give you their 8 last-minute ideas, and you can use these as a checklist. They say, number 1, make it personal. You know, you're working, this isn't an acquisition really, although you will get some new donors, some of your social media followers that have been hanging out in the shade and will come forth. But this is really personal campaign. It's you're going out to your list, your donors, your social media followers, and they know what you do. So make it personal, connect with their heart. And that being said, make it personal. Network for Good then said, develop a theme, create a theme, have a focus. And of course, if you don't have a campaign now in place, it may be a little bit late for a theme. But the theme should really be heartfelt. You know, make it so people want to check in on your Giving Tuesday campaign because your theme touches their heart. They know a little bit about you and what you do, and what you're doing right now for Giving Tuesday interests them because it looks like it would make them happy. Idea 3 or checklist 3 is set a goal. And I think that's really important. You want to let people know exactly what you're looking for, why you're looking for it, and how much you need to make this happen. I think it's very, very important. And then, of course, with your Giving Tuesday campaign, it's very transparent, and they will see an update each and every day and know how you're doing. And your goal is their goal. So set a goal. Very important. Well, this one's a little funny. Plan ahead. Since we have less than 10 days, it's hard to plan ahead. But check it out. You know, you haven't started running your campaign yet. Use this as a checklist, look it over, see how you can improve. Fundraising is always about constantly improving. We can improve a little bit each and every day. And then, of course, whatever you plan this year, you can use next year as a part of your plan when you do plan ahead. One of the most important things that we've talked about all week, in the last few weeks, is think visual. It's extremely important to use campaigns that give your donors and your supporters visual impact of what they're helping you accomplish and what they can help you accomplish right now. And remember how important this is. I think it's probably one of the most important things. And remember, too, that you don't want to save the world. You want to have one person, one animal, one one project that they can make impact immediately, because Giving Tuesday, has a short, usually people keep it a very short timeline. This is an area that you could probably really still do a lot with, and that is integrating your Giving Tuesday in with all of your other marketing channels. Let people know, email on your donors and supporters know with emails what you're doing, how to get to your Giving Tuesday, how to campaign, how to support it, why it's important. You want to work with your staff, your volunteer, and your board members to make sure that they know what you're doing and how they can help and how they need to help. Integrate it into everything that you're doing on your TV spots, on your radio spots. If the newspaper comes out to see how you're doing, integrate it into everything. Let everybody know about your Giving Tuesday project. Have a fact sheet ready to go. Well, this is very important. Leverage your community. If you have corporate sponsors, let your corporate sponsors know what you're doing. Perhaps they'd even let you have flyers there at their businesses, and so their peeps could participate. And we've talked about your board members, your volunteers, your staff, your donors, your supporters, your social media followers. Leverage your community for this Giving Tuesday campaign. Now, you've still got time to figure out ways of doing that. Get creative, get busy. This is a great opportunity. One of the beautiful things about the Giving Tuesday campaign, and I don't know which program, which platform, or they call it a tool, which Giving Tuesday tool you're going to use, but they all have these wonderful, transparent ways about them, and they generate thank yous. Of course, you will generate your own thank yous also, but they keep people up to date, and they know exactly what's happening each and every day. And impact matters. People love to donate. They know your goal. They know how long you've got. They know what you're going to do with this money and how important it is. And they love having impact too. It makes you a team member. So remember, impact matters greatly. This is a cover of 2014 Giving Tuesday campaign I did for So Humane. And I look at it now, and although we reached our goal and surpassed our goal and did very well, and it was so exciting, I think about all the ways that I could improve it right now if I were to do it all over again. And I think that's the way to use these last-minute checklists and ideas. If there's something we can do to affect this year of 2016, great. If it's a great idea, but it's a little too late for this year, we put it in the plans for next year. That's what Blockbuster Fundraising is all about. It's really ideas and tips to get a little bit better each and every day. You don't want to do things exactly the same way you do them year in and year out. You want to get better. There's always something to learn. I guess if I could learn one thing, if I went back now and redid this campaign, I'd make it all about one little dog's or one little cat's life that we could save and find a home if our supporters would help now. I think another great tip I saw in my email today, and I'll go over that tomorrow because I think you still have time to do something with it, and it talks about turning your volunteers into peer-to-peer fundraisers, because actually they can make a huge difference, because your volunteers, they usually love you to pieces, and they're with you each week, knowing what you do, knowing your impact. And it's obviously extremely important to them. They're giving you their time, and most of them are probably donating too. So tomorrow we'll look at how to turn volunteers into peer-to-peer fundraisers, and I think you'll like it. Well, I like being here with you each and every day, and I hope that these tips are finding their way into your fundraising planning. It's all about you, actually. So we're counting down to 2016 fundraising success, and we're hoping that you have a great weekend. And we will be here again tomorrow with another daily tip. And tomorrow we'll only have 43 days left of 2016 fundraising. Boy, it's racing by. We started out September 22nd. We had 100 days back on the first day of fall. And now it's almost Thanksgiving. Here's to you. Here's to your fundraising. Here's to your very best blockbuster fundraising. Bye-bye, and thanks.